Woo! Test mic 1, 2. Woo! 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 Okay, test mic. Alright. Let's just set everything up before we begin. Give me a second to set everything up. Alright, as promised, I am back. That, whoops, that was my phone acting as my second monitor. Sorry about that. Let me just charge them. Speaking of which, all right. As I was saying, as promised from yesterday's stream, that I am gonna start today to continue going through chapter 3 of part 2 in Hong Kong Attack 3rd. Because I have been procrastinating, for the lack of a better word, in completing this one. Well, to be fair, I'm not really procrastinating since I pretty much completed Lantern Against Shadows event, and I'm clearing the mini events, the one with the pinball and the Metroidvania style gaming events. And I'm also gonna finish I forgot the other one, but it's pretty fast, so don't worry about it. It'll just take me less than an hour, or between 30 minutes to an hour, depending on the RNG. So without further ado, let's get on with this one. It's gonna be a long one. Here we go.
Captain on bridge.
Alright. We are going to... Oh, hold on. Here we go. And go to Sunche. Right. Let's go with Sunche then. Ah, Flash! Oh, I think I already go through this one, so I'm just gonna...
この週末のアンカーって本当に古い電化製品みたいだね。
Man, the voice is so loud. Alright. Anyways, I'm just gonna lightly skim through this.
思い切り叩いたらで、
Yeah, I'm just gonna lightly skim through this since we
相続
already
の師匠が邪魔したからだ。
went through this one last night.
電化製品とは関係ないの？予想外だろ？あなたたちは物語になんだか恐ろしい話だね。これ以上私たちは7術の目的をはっきりよう長ければ夢見るっていうこと。その必要はないよ。
So let me just lightly skim through this.
彼女はそこにいる。あれ？彼らは何をしてるの？
Man, that didn't save. The progress that I made
今日は何か面白いことある
didn't
かな？
exactly save. What the hell? So I'm just gonna skim through this one since already, like I said, I already went
う
past
ちの
this.
代わりにこういう職業はそうこなくっちゃ。
I still gotta say, she could have chosen a better choice of clothing.
小弱こっちこっち。
It just has to be her hobo clothes. Why?
セナどうしてここに。小弱が彼が悪いとは言ってない。うちは大別に獅子七術がこれから万が一あんたたちがそういう理由だったら私たちはハコおばさんの大丈夫。ところでこの辺なるほど。うちにもよくわからない。そんな風に出発する前まだ縁がうちの服だってそれもう妻子の際ね。
Alright, there you go. Off to where we left off.
出発。今日は何かついたよ。
Over here.
時間を考えると座ってゆっくり甘味を食べることはできないけど、この店は飲み物も絶品なんだ。
You might not have enough time to sit down for desserts, but the drinks it serves is also exceptional.
みんなの好みを教えて。うちが選んであげる。どう？その方が面白いだろ？
Why don't you all tell me your preferences? I'll help pick the proper drink for you. That way, there will be some element of surprise.
じゃあ店で一番人気のものがいいかな。ありがとう。
Just give me the best selling drink if you shout. Thanks.
わかった。他の人たちは？
Sure thing. What about the others?
私は爽やかなものがいいかな。コラリーは私と違って味が濃い。つまりしょっぱいものが好きなんだ。
I prefer light drinks. As for Coralie, she likes it heavily flavored. I mean salty.
頼んだよ、小弱。
That's correct. Thank you. Sancho.
それで夢追い人は？
And Aoi? The one time is the better, open me up. Third one down the second column on the... What? The more times the better. It's a drink! The more times the better? What is this? What is this, pizza? It's a drink! Alright, I'll pick this one. I'll have your favorite.
なんで？琥珀貝は小弱先生の縄張りなんだから、先生の好みを選べば間違いないでしょ？
Amber Street is your stomping ground, so it makes sense for me to follow your lead, yeah?
うちがうまいんだね。
You know how to live a girl's spirit.
とにかく、みんなはここで待って
Alright,
て。
everyone, stay right there.
すぐに戻ってくるから。
I'll be back in just a second.
どうしたの、コラリー？
What's wrong, already?
小弱の様子だけど、どこかおかしいと思わない？
Something strange. Don't you find something strange about Soche?
どうしてそう思うの？
What makes you say that?
もし普段使ってるコップが割れて、でもすぐに水が飲みたいときは、あなたならどうする？
If your glass broke, but you still want to drink water, what would you do?
お茶碗を使ったり、あるいはペットボトルの水を飲んだりするかな。
I drink from a bowl, or do I go get a bottle of water?
そう。
Exactly.
もしいつも使ってるものが壊れたら、普通は見つけやすい代替品を選ぶはず。でも、今の小弱が着てる服は彼女の記憶の中で見たものだ。
Exactly. When something we often use breaks, we usually chose the easiest replacement we can find. But the clothes Sancho is wearing right now are the same said we saw in her memories.
人が何年も昔の服を引っ張り出してもう一度着るのってどんな時だと思う？
What would make someone dig out their clothes from so many years prior?
何かをお祝いする時とか？
Maybe for a memorable occasion of some sort? Really? A hobo clothes? Really? From a time that she was living on the streets? Really, dude? Really, girl? Are you serious?
まさか儀式ってお祭りや誕生日みたいな存在なの？誕生日ケーキを食べる前に紙で作った王冠を身につけるような？
Are you suggesting that the ritual is some kind of celebration? Like putting on a paper crown on your birthday? And she's sleepy for some reason. She's sleepy for some reason.
セ
What?
ナもその例えを思いついたの？
Did you think of that sample too? Senna.
Huh?
What? Why are you sleepy?
セナ、今は私たちが老朽にいられる最後の時間だって少女が言ってたでしょ。それをうたた寝して過ごしたらもったいないと思わない？
Senna, Sanche just said that this might be our last time in Lunchu. Don't you think it would be a pity to spend it sleeping? Oof.
これでだいぶ目が覚めたよ。夢追い人、私がまた眠気に襲われたら思い切りこの方をつねって攻めたりしないから。
Phew, I'm wide awake now. Oh, if you see me dozing off again later, just give my cheeks a hard pinch. I won't be mad at you.
セナったら。
You're really one of a kind.
おや、そんなに楽しそうに笑って。何かいい話でもあったの？
What are you giddy for? Did you talk about something fun? Those are loud ass gulps. As Sancho said, the drink was surprisingly good. It not only brought a sparkle to Senna's eyes, but also caused Konomi's tail to wag with gusto.
みんなの反応を見る限り、うちの選択は間違ってなかったみたいだね。
Judging by your reactions, I'd say I made the right choices.
さてと、みんな荷物をちゃんと持って。次の目的地に移動するよ。
Anyway, my friends, make sure you haven't forgotten any of your belongings, and let's move on to the next stop.
老朽の銃の楽し
The
み
most
の
popular
中
among the
で
10
一番
joys
人
of
気の
Lanchu.
高いもの。それは
As soon as people hit the streets, no one can resist playing a round of flip and win.
今日は何か面白いことあるかな？
Where are we going? Flip and win with Sunshine.
おや、友達を連れてきてくれたのかい？さあ、何試合か遊んでいかないか。
Hey, Master Sunshine. You brought friends. How many rounds this time?
教授さん、うちの友達は急いでるから、今回はゆっくり遊べないんだ。
My friends here have an important match to attend to, so we don't have time to get into it.
だからここはうちに免じて、天井と限定をなくして、簡単な遊び方でみんなを思い切り楽しませてもらえないかな。
Can you do us a favor by removing the guaranteed and limited bits and simplifying the gameplay so that everyone can have a good time?
普段は先生にお世話になってるから、それくらい構わないよ。
Oh, certainly. You supported my business many times before. It's the least I can do. After a short wait, Shu completed the trial version of Flip and Win.
簡単に説明すると、みんなの前にある10枚のカードの中には、それぞれ金色が1枚、紫が2枚、青が6枚、そして黒が1枚あるんだ。
In short, the 10 cards in front of you consist of 1 gold, 2 purple, 6 blue, and 1 black.
金、紫、青のカードを引いたら、 その格にふさわしい商品がもらえる。もちろんこれは体験版だから高価なものはもらえないよ。でも黒のカードを引いた場合、他のカードは全部無効になるんだ。
If you draw a golden, purple, or blue card, I'll give you a small price of the same rarity. Keep in mind that since you're playing a simplified version of the game, their value won't be too high. However, if you draw the black card, all the cards will be rendered invalid.
最初から黒のカードを引いてしまったらもう帰るしかないってこと？
So if you draw the black card, it's game over.
そうしたらもう一回やっても構わないよ。大丈夫。運試しだとでも思って楽しめたらそれでいいんだ。
Correct. But you can just go for another round. Think of it as testing your luck. Relax and have fun.
どれどれ。ホラリーさんとヘリアさんは青、セナディアさんは紫のカードを引いたのか。
So which one is the higher? Of higher rarity? Let's see, blue. Wait. Golden. Oh, it is exactly like. Gotcha. Oh no. Blue is the lowest, purple is mid, and gold is the highest. Okay. Let me see. Miss Corlin, Miss Hylia drew a blue card, and Miss Senedina drew a purple.
あとは君の番だ。
Now it's your turn. Hesitation leads to defeat. Draw.
残念。青か。
Oh, like my name. Lovely. What a shame. Another blue card. Yeah, just like my name.
やっぱりでも黒じゃなくてよかったよ。
Very good. Well, at least it's not black.
そうだ、小弱もやってみない？
Do you want to take a shot, Sochi?
うちも参加しようか。
Oh, alright then. I'll join in on the fun. What you got? Gold?
うちは黒か。
Ah, that's just foreshadowing, man. After the fact that this is the background music changed, that's so ominous. Give me a second while I save this screenshot. Not this. It's a black one.
まあ、小弱先生は昔何度も金を出したし、一度黒を引くくらい大したことないよ。
Well, Master Sanchez had her fair share of gold on this slide before. So one black doesn't mean much.
むしろ新鮮だね。
Yeah, from another perspective, it's actually quite an exciting experience.
今回は無効になってしまったが、左上のカードを取ってもらえないだろうか。
Although this round is invalid, can you do me a favor and pick up the card in the top left corner?
角おばさん？いつ来たの？
My perception. When did you arrive?
ずっとこの近くにいたのに、あなたが気づいていなかっただけだ。それより、まずはそのカードの結果を確認してくれないか。
I've been here the whole time. You just didn't notice me. At any rate, why don't you take a look at that card?
はいはい、見てみるよ。
Alright, I'll take a look for you.
わあ、金色だ。
That's white. What you talking about? What you talking about? That's white. Save that. Because in Honkai Epic 3, there's no recap. No. We're not gonna go. We can't go back after. So you're gonna have to forgive me for why I'm stalling. Alright, it's also the Anchor of the Apocalypse. Nice.
クおばさんやるね。
You're really something, not perception.
あなたたちがすでに間違った選択肢を取り除いてくれたから。
After all, you've already eliminated many distracting options for me.
それでも勝てないなら、むしろこのゲームに参加したこと自体が間違っていたという証になる。
If I can't win even after all that help, then maybe I made the wrong decision in joining this game.
タクおばさん、これは試合じゃなくて体験版なんだから、勝敗なんて関係ないんだよ。
It's just for fun, so there are no real stakes here.
それもそうだ。
You're right.
さて、琥珀街で一番個性がある飲みと遊びは体験したから、次は楽しむべきだよ。
Now that we've experienced the culinary and gaming aspects that make Amber Street unique, it's time for some joy.
食の優先順位って老朽ではそんなに低いの？
Does food not count as joy, don't you?
実を言うと、みんなが来る前にいろんなものを食べたからまだ消化中なんだ。
Well, to be honest, I'd already eaten quite a bit before everyone arrived. I'm still digesting.
あ、もちろんみんなのお腹が空いてるなら今すぐ。
Of course, if everyone's hungry, I can.
そんなに空いてないけど、ちょっと眠たそうにしてる子がいて。
It's okay, we're not that hungry. But a certain someone seems to be dozing off.
私眠くないよ、本当に。
Why are you sleepy? All of a sudden.
はいはい、眠くないんだね。さあ、出発しようか。
Alright, alright, I believe you. Shall we get going then? Hmm?
次に向かうのは琥珀街を代表す
The
る
next
建
thing
物
we're
だ
going
よ。
to is one of the iconic buildings on Amber Street. Oh?
今日は何か面白いことあるかな。
Plots?
確かにいい景色だね。
What the hell? I love this shot. Hold up. I love this shot. Three.
ここに立つと街のすべてが見える。
Yeah, standing here gives you a panoramic view of the whole town.
風に当たると確かに眠気が飛んでくれるね。
Stop yawning. You won't get sleepy when the wind's blowing in your face.
少女くん、
そっち？
今行くよ。
Coming.
少女くん、どうしたの？
Sunshine, what's wrong?
なんでもない。案内役をするのは初めてだからね。みんなを満足させられるか心配して当然だろ。
Not that it's just my first time being a tour guide. And I can't help but worry if the tourists will find the sights satisfactory.
でもみんなの様子を見て、来て正解だって思ったんだ。
But seeing everyone's enthusiasm, I can safely assume this trip is going well.
そうだね。
Yeah, I'm enjoying the tour. A sudden gust of wind lifted a dusty cloak and golden hair, stirring up a long-forgotten memory. As a guide, you should have shared some interesting historical anecdotes to leave her new friends with an unforgettable impression of Lashir. But for some reason, as she tried to do so, her selfishness caused her to alter her words with an alarming rapidity.
正直に言うと、この橋から見下ろしても珍しいものがあるわけじゃない。でも視点を変えて、下の人たちがうちらを見上げるのを想像してみたら、 全然違うよ。
Seriously, please get rid of this old dusty ass cloak. At least give at least wear something different aside from this ratty, dusty, filthy cloak thing that you're wearing. Wear something else. To be honest, looking down from this bridge, there's nothing special about the view, but if you think about how the people below are looking at us, it does lend it a unique feeling.
自分が舞台に立ってるみたいな感じ？
It's like being on the stage.
その通り。
Bingo!
舞台というと、それに関する古いお話を語らないといけないね。もちろんここまで盛り上がってるんだから。
Speaking of stages, there's an old story related to them that I feel is apt here. Since the atmosphere is already set,
嫌だ。なんて言わせないよ。
you better not say you don't want to hear it. Of course I want to hear it. What?
正直だね。小弱みたいにもったいぶってもいいのに。
You know, there's something to be said for playing along and creating a little suspense.
そこまで考えてなかったよ。
I didn't think of that.
とにかく反対する人がいないなら早速話すね。
But since there aren't any objectives, I'll get on with the story.
その物語は遠い遠い昔に始まったんだ。
This story begins a long time ago.
あの頃はまだ桜花と老朽は離れ離れになってなかったし、物語の主人公も自分の名前を持ってなかった。
Back
わ
then,
かりやすいようにここは少女とでも呼んでおこうか。
Anxia and Banshu were still united as one, and the protagonist of the story hadn't even received her own name yet. Yet, for the sake of convenience, let's call her Girl for now.
物心がついた頃から少女はどんよりとした孤児院で暮らしてた。決して広いとは言えない2階建ての孤児院は帰る場所のない子供を100人以上も詰め込んでたんだ。
And why the sub story? There's always got to be a sub story in Honkai. In fact, nope. The girl had been living in a gloomy and cramped orphanage for as long as she could remember. The orphanage consisted only of two floors, yet consisted over. Jesus, how many? How many square feet is this? How many square feet is this? It's the house. It consisted of over 100 homeless children.
そんな環境だからね。彼らは自分のこと以外なら何でも魅力的に思えた。おもちゃは大人気で、本は贅沢品。肉のある晩ご飯は強者だけのものだった。
In such an environment, anything that could take them out of themselves was alluring. Toys were in high demand, books were luxury items, and any meal with meat was a privilege enjoyed solely by the strong.
つまり孤児院の子供たちは幼い頃から競争を覚えたってこと。
The children in the orphanage learned to live in a dog-eat-dog world from a young age.
遊びたいものも食べたいものも自分で勝ち取らないといけない。不満があるなら拳で語るしかない。
If they wanted to play with a toy, they had to fight for it. And if they wanted to eat, they had to snatch it from the others. If anyone was dissatisfied, they settled their grievances with their fists.
残念ながら当時の少女はまだ起点が利く子じゃなかった。何の手段もないのに意地になってお菓子とおもちゃを独り占めするガキ大将に何度も挑んだ。
For our female protagonist, despite being bereft of calculated strategies, she would nevertheless stubbornly challenge the child despots who hoarded the pastries and monopolized the toys.
当たり前のように彼女は仲間外れにされた。彼女は普通の人間で大きくなっても特技なんてなかった。ある偶然がなければ今日彼女の物語を聞く機会もなかっただろうね。
As a result, she naturally faced exclusion. She was a perfectly ordinary person who never stood out in any particular way as she grew up. If it weren't for a fortunate turn of events, she probably wouldn't be hearing her story today.
そういう人は普通はバカって言うだろ。
We usually refer to such people as fools.
でも毎日食べづらい残飯を口にして靴の跡がついた服を洗い続けていても、当時の彼女は希望を抱いていつか転機が訪れることを期待してた。
However, even though she had to choke down stringy leftovers and scrubbed out the pertinacious, pertinacious shoe prints on her clothes on a daily basis. Pertinacious. Let me check that. Pertinacious meaning she's new words every day. I mean every patch. Holding firmly to an opinion or a course of actions. She still carried hope in her heart, yearning for life to give her a reason to be optimistic.
正直の神戸に神宿るっていうのは本当かもね。ある公演の準備会で少女は悪役の姫を演じることになったんだ。そう、みんなが大嫌いな華麗な衣装をまとってるのに傲慢で身勝手で横暴なお姫様。
Well, I guess fortune does favor the foolish. While preparing for her performance, the girl unexpectedly was cast in the role of the villainous princess. The character was a particularly loathsome sort, arrogant, selfish, and temperamental, though dressed in magnificent attire.
でもその瞬間、彼女は今までにない幸せを感じたんだ。涙を浮かべながら自分の未来に思いを馳せたりもした。
Hey Fluffy, welcome. Yeah, just continuing chapter 3 right now. But at that moment, she suddenly felt an unprecedented sense of happiness. As tears welled up in her eyes, she began to envision her own future.
悪役を演じるのが好きだなんて意外だね。
She actually likes playing the villain.
そういうわけじゃないよ。ただ特定の空間と時間の中で色とりどりの光や観客の視線がお姫様にのみ注がれるんだろうなって彼女はそう思ったんだ。
That's not necessarily true, it's just that she realized that in a specific time and space, all the dazzling spotlights and the audience's gaze would be focused solely on those who are adorned in a princess dress.
誰も演じたくない悪役でもその舞台なら孤児院から出られるような奇跡を作ってくれると少女はそう信じてた。
Even though it was a role that no one wanted to play, she believed it would give her a stage, one big enough to work a miracle that would allow her to leave the orphanage. Oh yeah, speaking of which, I'll just screenshot this for a second and save it. That is number 18.
なぜか彼女は自分なら上流階級に認められて一夜にしてスズメから鳳凰になれると信じて疑わなかったんだ。
Although she couldn't properly explicate why, he believed firmly that she would not be noticed by the upper class and could transform overnight from a sparrow into a phoenix.
同時にそもそもそれは不可能だって知ってはいながらも
However, even while holding on to that belief, she also knew deep down that it was impossible.
なぜなら彼女には幻想が必要だったんだ。一つの幻想が壊れたらまた次の幻想があるというより、その舞台の機械は彼女の幻想の中で最も真実に近いものだったんだ。
All she needed was a fantasy to hold on to. When one fantasy is shattered, there will always be another. In a sense, the opportunity to perform was perhaps the most realistic among all her fantasies.
だってお姫様の衣装は本当にキラキラしてたから、それに特定の空間と時間の中なら彼女はそんな服を着て誰よりも派手な存在になれる。
After all, a princess's dress really can sparkle, and given the right time and circumstances, she will be able to wear one and transform into someone more respectable than anyone else.
もちろん何よりも大事なのは彼女と争う相手がいないこと。それは幻想に最も大切な土台を作ってくれた。
Most importantly of all, no one would be competing with her then. It provided an ideal environment conducive to fantasy.
数年後、彼女が出会った多くの人たちが温かな寝床を得て、家族や友人に囲まれながら悔いのない人生を過ごすことを想像するのと同じようにね。
Just like many years later, she would meet many people who fantasized about dying on the warm bed, surrounded by loved ones with no regrets in life.
そう、すべてはそうなるはずだった。
Yeah, everything was supposed to be, at least. As long as
あの夜、停電さえ起こらなければ。
yeesh. That sucks. There wasn't a power outage that night. Harsh childhood, as always. These Honkai characters. Jesus. There wasn't a power outage that night.
はあ、
Okay.
停電？あまりにも突然すぎるね。まさか。
Wait. Wait. There wasn't a power outage that night. There wasn't, or there was a power outage that night. They're shocked. What? 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 Wait, let me post this. This is ridiculous. Was or wasn't? What the hell is this? Was or wasn't? Alright. A power outage. This question, could it be?
さあね。あの時代はどの家にもろうそくがあるくらいだったし、停電も別に珍しいことじゃなかった。
Who knows? After all, power outages were quite common in those days. So every household that had candles as a backup.
もしかしたらパンのジャムを塗った面が急に地面に落ちてしまったように、ただ単に俗っぽくついてなかっただけかもしれない。
Maybe it's like dropping a piece of toast butter upside down. Unlucky in a mundane way.
ただそれは少女が舞台に立って口を開いた瞬間に起きたんだ。
Yeesh.
だから彼女の人生を変える予想外の出来事になった。
But merely due to the fact it happened at the moment the girl was about to speak on stage, it unexpectedly became an event that changed their life.
もちろん当時の少女がそれに気づくことはなかった。彼女は夢中になってずっと考えてた。
Naturally, the girl couldn't possibly have realized that at that time she was lost in her own thoughts, constantly wondering.
舞台に上がる時間を間違えた？踏んではいけない仕掛けに足を乗せてしまった？それとも彼女はそもそもお姫様に上流階級にふさわしい一人と言えなかった？
Was this the wrong time for her to go on stage? Had she missed her mark? Or maybe she simply wasn't worthy of being a princess, or part of the upper strata? Ooh, that was a heavy sigh.
とにかくそう考えた後、少女はようやく勇気を振り絞った。
After pondering over such thoughts, the girl finally mustered out the courage she needed.
この物語の最後に彼女は自分のものではない衣装の裾を掴んだ。そして照明が再びつく前に舞台から孤児院から逃げて流浪生活を始めたんだ。
Then as our grand tale comes to its conclusion, she clutched the hem of the princess dress that didn't belong to her and ran. Oof. By the time the lights came on, she was long gone, having left both the stage and the orphanage and embarking on her journey as a wanderer. Damn. Just like that, she left.
それから一人の嘘つきになった。
Wait, did I? No, I think I didn't. Oh, no, better. Okay, we got it. Let me just double check if I actually saved it. Yeah, I did. She thus went on to become a con artist. Oh. Santi will be proud. She thus went on to become a con artist. Holy crap, she still held on to that tiara. And it's floating. Man, people here have psychic abilities, at least.
少女か。
Such a
もううちは笑ってるのにどうしてそんなに落ち込んでるの？
Hey, what are you so down for? Look how cheerful I am.
物語を語る者としてうちが保証するよ。彼女はもう自分の答えを見つけてるって。
As a teller of this tale, I can assure you that the girl has found the answers which once eluded her.
舞台やお姫様の衣装がなくても彼女には会いに来てくれる人がいる。
There are people willing to come and see her even without a stage and a dress.
だから感動とそれを記念するためにその少女がうちにお願いをしたんだ。選別としてお姫様の衣装に釣り合う王冠を友人に送ってあげてってね。
And so she asked me to give her friend a parting gift out of heartfelt gratitude, a crown that matched the princess dress she wore. Must protect that smile. This game has too much sad moments. No, 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 no. Well, before this.
彼女は受け取ってくれるかな。
I don't know if a friend is willing to accept it. Aw, sir. MC.
これは貴重すぎるよ。私
This is far too valuable, right? Oh, that's slow. Give me a second. I just save this. It's too precious.
あんたが受け取ってくれないとこの商売はダメになっちゃう。さすがにそんなむごいことはしないよね。
If you don't take it, our deal will go down the drain. You wouldn't be that heartless, would you? Yikes. Somebody's catty. Somebody's being catty today. I mean, stay this, please.
じゃあもらっておくよ。ありがとう。
Man, they really did a good job designing her. This is by far the best MC design MiHoYo has ever made so far. Wait. Wait. Let me save it, please. I want it. I needs it. I want it. I needs it. Most I'm glad they accept it. Thank you.
そう来なくっちゃ。
That's more like it.
5本
Ahem.
いい雰囲気の真っ最中だけど一応聞いておく。
I hate to spoil the joyous atmosphere, but
どうして今の明かりは逆に私たちに近づこうとしなくなったの？
why is it that Lantern is the one hesitant to approach us now? What the hell? Not long ago.
故にこの昔の出来事を
YG?
話すたびに私はどうしてもリトストを羨ましく思ってしまう。
Oh yeah, that's totally by G. So whenever this old story is mentioned, I can't help but feel a bit envious of Lee Toast myself.
結局のところ彼は自身の死生観にふさわしい形で死んだ。それを成し遂げられる人間はそう多くはない。
In the end, he died in a way that corresponded to his few deaths. An honor few people get to enjoy. When the girl regained her senses, the man's voice seemed to be coming from a distant place. So much so that when he started winding down his speech, she realized she had completely missed the preamble,
昔の出来事。
the old story. He savored the words and contemplated hard, but failed to discern their real meaning. But that was only natural. Over the past century, this was hardly unusual. With an obstinacy she couldn't control, she always tried to think of every potentiality. What haven't I done? What haven't I done well? What can I still do? Having been caught up in such an all-consuming current for so long, she no longer had the mental capacity to think about others.
もう一度言ってくれる？
Well, it's about time they actually fix this model. Wait, let me check his original models. Give me a second. Somebody replied, hold up. The power did. Somebody replied to my post. Anyways, where were we? Oh yeah, I was supposed to check if they actually fixed Baiji's design. If they actually really fixed it. So let me just go back to where we were. Baiji, where are you? 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 Where the fuck are you? You got that person journey run continues. Where did I post that? Give me a second. I'm looking for it right now. Where is it? Where's Baiji? Where's Baiji's old design? Baiji. Where the heck is it? Where is it? Where is it? Oh yeah, now I see it. Now I'm looking at it right now. It's the design is of the jawline and the facial structure is got slimmer. Yeah, this one got narrowed than before. Could you please repeat that?
今私たちは何の話をしてた
What were we talking about just now?
「かつてアジタが私に話した家事名人のことだ」。
Hold on. Let me just compare this to the old one. Hold up. Initial male design. Baiji. Huh? What? What? Wait, what? Hold up. What was that? What? I just noticed. What's this? I posted this at the wrong. Hold up. At the wrong channel. Kick baseball. Let me just clear these out first. Okay, let's go. Excuse me. It's a force master that Ajita once mentioned to me.
当時の安価で彼女は名を馳せた。普通の鉄でも彼女の手にかかれば輝きを放ち、当世の名剣へと上り詰める。
Back then in Antares, she was renowned throughout the land. In her hands, even an ordinary piece of iron was positively radiant with potential, and could become a famous sword, renowned for heirs.
アジタの趣味から考えれば、彼女たちの出会いも必然と言える。
Given Ajita's interest, they would naturally have been quite close.
それで
So,
だからアジタは気づくようになったんだ。凡人の共通点に。
so Ajita began to notice the commonality of mediocrity.
どんな目的であろうと、剣を握り、その武器としての脈拍を感じると、人々は自分を制御できなくなってしまう。
Regardless of the purpose, when people hold those swords and feel their pulse, there's always an involuntary aspect to it.
たとえ性格が優しかったとしても、彼らが無意識にしようとするのは、手中の剣を振り回すこと。何かを切り裂いたり、あるいは適当に突き刺したり。
Even if they are gentle at heart, they subconsciously want to wield the sword, whether it's slashing something or casually thrusting.
たくましすぎる猟剣を縄でつなぐように、誰もがその過剰な力によって行きたくもない方向へと引っ張られてしまう。
Like leading a strong hunting dog with a rope. Everyone is dragged by the overpowering energy in a direction they may not have wanted to go initially.
それはかつての明かりのこと、それとも罹患の術草を利用している私たちのこと。
Are you referring to the Lantern organization in the past, or us who are taking advantage of the 10 phases of misery?
両方かもしれないし、
Perhaps
あ
both,
るいは
or maybe
私はただ琥珀街大恐慌がまだ起きていなかった頃、初めて行動のアストラルリングに接触した自分を責めたかったのかもしれない。
they have astral rings too. That explains how the shoes can use this. The same technology that Asia has. I'm just using this opportunity to blame the past me who encountered the Zodiac astral ring for the first time before the Amber Street Great Panic erupted.
その話だけど、老朽に起きてるおかしな現象がよそ者たちが持ってるアストラルリングによるものだと確信してるなら。
Speaking of which, if you're so convinced that the anomalies in Lashu are originating from the astral ring carried by those outsiders,
どうしてそのまま帰らせたの？
why did you let them go?
今までのあんたらしくない。
That's not your style.
確かに。しかし無意識とはいえ、自分のことを考えるために本物のアストラルリングを締め出すべきではない。
Even if it were unintentional, I should have not have turned down the true astral ring merely for the desire of wanting to mind my own business.
あかり、私から話すのは少し傲慢かもしれないが、君から見て 私はまだ知者と呼べるだろうか。
Lantern. Perhaps this sounds presumptuous coming from me, but do you still find me worthy of being a sage?
よくわからないけど、頑固で独りよがりっていう面で言えば、あんたは私が見てきた知者たちとあまり変わらない。
I can't say for sure, but in terms of being self-opinionated, you're no different from the other sages I've encountered.
私にあんたを責める資格はないけど。
Although, I'm really in no place to criticize.
頑固で独りよがり。確かに。
Self-opinionated, indeed.
私は綱渡りをするような人間ではないが、今この瞬間、私はよりにもよって細い綱を渡ろうとしている。
I'm not the type of person who takes risks, yet that is precisely what I'm doing at this moment.
私は自分のことをよく知り、そして過信してしまっているのかもしれない。
Perhaps it is because I understand myself well and I trust myself too much.
どちらの意味でもね。
Whichever it is.
あんた、他人と話すときくらい話し方を変えられないの？
Can't you change the way you talk to people? Good, this woman was always vowed viciously. Had no intention of trying to read between the lines in search of a deeper meaning.
他に用がなければ先に失礼するよ。
If there's nothing else, I'll be among the way.
今まではあのよそ者たちに時間をかけすぎた。アジタの件がどうなってるか調べないと。
I've wasted too much time on those outsiders. I need to find out what's really going on with Ajita. You don't know? She's dead! Although the man wanted to tell her this seemed unnecessary, he ultimately did not. All they could do now was wait, and her next words were quite easy to predict.
誰かが何かをしなければならない。
Someone has to do something.
それに、あの裏切り者を連れ戻す人間も必要だ。
Besides, someone has to go and retrieve that defector. Defector?
裏切りか。それには賛成しないな。老朽に対してドニグルは君は私よりもずっと故郷を思う心を持っているかもしれない。
Oh, you're talking about Donigur? What? What's the defector? Defector, huh? I'm not in favor of that. Donigur might be more nostalgic for Lunshu than you and I. You're right.
しかし、今の私たちにできるのが待つことだけなら、君が何らかの収穫を得るようにと願うしかない。
But since all we can do now is wait, here's hoping that you find something worthwhile.
また後で。
Okay? See you later. Hello!
何かをしないと。敵はまだ現れないの。アストラルリングの力がまた勝手に騒ぎ出したのか。
The Shuri's power is activating on its own.
地形に気をつけよう。せい、遅い。私の番、祈るがいい。
Anyone else?
何かをしないと。
You could do this all day, you know. Aww.
敵はまだ現れないの。
I know, right? Oh! She can flip. She can flip.
何？
Oh, there's a
急ごう。
one attack is a two burst shot. Okay.
やっ
Yeah,
何かをしないと。
that was a two burst shot.
地形に気をつけよう。戦闘中に役に立つかも。何かをしないと。急ごう。何かをしないと。急ごう。
Oh,
何をしないと。やっ気をつけ。いかがいい。やっはっはっせい。急ごう。
God, why are you so sexy?
敵はまだ現れないの。何かをしないと。
Here we go again.
何かを。時間だ。果てろ。全員粉々にしてやる。いや、遅い。
That's that.
ここのひびはまだ収束し
Good
てない。
here hasn't closed yet.
どうやら
Looks like
や
it's
つもここを通っ
just
たば
passed
かり
through
みたい
here.
だ。何かをしないと。そろそろ本気を出すよ。死ね。
No. There's no
地形に
resistance.
気をつけよう。戦闘中に役に立つか
Alright, what's in here? Alright, what's in here? Why are we here? Why are we going in? Oh, investigate the cause of HI3's death. Yeah, that's what I want to know. Hello, dead lady. Okay.
おかしい。あかりは一体どれくらいここにいたんだ？
Well, she's right behind you. Strange. How long did Lanzers actually stay here?
あの怪物たち以外では、奴の匂いだけがずっと残ってる。まさか、用がないからといって、またここに戻ってきたのか？
Why does her scent linger like those monsters? Could it be that she's coming back for something?
やっぱり奴は。
Is this dog blind? What the hell? She's right in front of you. Yeah.
どうも。
Hey there. Hey there. She's just so casual about it too. Hold up. Homegirl actually is pretty casual about it. And save this one. Right. I gotta give you something.
あかり
Yeah.
何？今までは特にそんな様子は見せてなかったけど、やっぱり儀式が始まる前に逃げるつもり？
You didn't show any signs, yet you're bailing out of the ritual at the last minute.
それは明かりの姉貴は誤解してる。
You get me all wrong.
リトストの時と違って今は命の危険なんじゃないし逃げる必要もない。
Unlike that time with the toast, I'm not in real danger now. So I'm not flaking on this.
俺はただ
It just what? Ooh, Shadow Beast. Hmm?
待った。今は核に力を封じられてないし怖いものは何もないだろう。
Hold on, I'm not seeing my perception right now. So what is there to be afraid of?
お前と何の関係があるんだ？
What a sudden change of attitude. What's it to you anyway?
今は昔と違う。今の俺はな。
Times have changed, and the occurred to me is. We're here.
そこで待ってて。
Let's go.
遅い。
Easy.
何かをしないと。
Hello, Ajita, lady.
急ごう。今は昔と違う。それで
Times have changed, and then what? Don't need to go ahead to create this connection to the pool of shadows. However, until it was witnessed, the girl destroyed it. Until it witnessed the girl destroy the objects in front of her once again. It was once thought itself unparalleled, couldn't help but wonder. Was it really any different from those monsters when facing a composed lantern?
今は昔と違う。明かりの姉貴に対してますます敬意を持つようになったんだ。
What a kiss ass. Somebody's partying outside. Times have changed. My respect for you has deepened even more.
その用事があってここに来たのか？何かあったら俺に言ってくれたら済んだのに。
So you're here on official business? You could just tell me what you need.
もう少しアジタについて調べたい。あんたを探したのはそのついでだから。
I want to investigate Ajita a bit more. Finding you was a byproduct of that, nothing more.
ところで、あんたは私に結論を教えられる。そうだね。
In that case, I assume you've reached some conclusions?
結論？
Conclusions?
うん。アジタに関して。
Yes, about Ajita.
ああ、あれはもうダメだ。とっくに死体になってるぞ。
Oh, she's beyond saving. She's been dead for a while now.
それは見ればわかる。彼女がどう死んだかは知ってる。
Anyone can tell that. Do you know how she died?
それは知らないな。そもそも俺はここに来たくなかったし、リトストが俺を。
I didn't pay attention. I didn't want to come here in the first place. They told me. Mm-hmm.
リトストの力が俺をここに連れてきたんだ。
It was Sito's power that brought me here.
英単
The pool of shadows.
そうだ。明かりの姉貴がさっき倒したやつは、データの海の動物よりも俺らの古馴染みに似てるだろ。
But now I'm just having a headache forming in my head. Give me a second while I just drink some ibuprofen. Mm-hmm. Yeah. A headache is forming in my head right now. this is becoming frequent. Actually, worried now. Of course, the monsters you just dealt with are closer to us than creations of the Sea of Data, don't you think?
つまりこいつは異常は英単の力と関係あるが自分とは無関係だと言いたいのか
Does it mean the anomaly has something to do with the pool of Shadow's power, but it's not related to itself?
もう少し現場を確認しようドニグルもおとなしくないようだし
I need to double check the area. Doniga doesn't seem trustworthy. Can we?
何かをしないと
I'm just gonna pause this here for a bit. I'm just gonna take a pee break. Be back in a second. Alright, where were we? Can't talk to the dog. And we can't even zoom in. That's just criminal. I'm doing the scroll button. You can't look at her, no! No!
とにかくアジタは私たちの中で一番最初に死ぬようなやつじゃないリトストは論外だけど
Anyways, Ajita, of all of us, she never seemed like the one who would die first. Is a fairly toast. The girl gently pushed aside the color of the deceased. Oh!
傷跡はない中毒や窒息の痕跡罹患の術草による痕跡もない
No visible wounds, no signs of poisoning or suffocation, no traces of the 10 faces of misery haunting her.
やっぱり
I knew it. There's no end to these guys. Hmm?
そろそろ本気をつけ
They're strong to before. Healing only slightly. Did they be the guards left behind by Ajita?
この光が全てを焼き尽くす私の番祈るがいい
Any more of you?
何かをしないと地形に気をつけよう戦闘中に役に立つかも
奴らを倒すのは簡単だ俺だけでもできるぞ
You're so full of yourself, buddy. You're a cinch to deal with. I can handle it myself.
でも私は時間を無駄にしたくない。
But I don't want to waste so much time.
白球からあんたの話を聞いた。それでさっきの力は英単からのものだって確信できる？
I heard about you from Baichi. Are you sure the power just now came from the Pool Shadows?
もちろんだ。自分のものが盗まれたのに知らないわけがないだろう。そうじゃなきゃ俺がここに何しに来たと思ってんだ。
Of course, I would know if someone stole my stuff, wouldn't I? Otherwise, why would I be here?
それならいい。
That's for the best.
行こう。核に会いに。
Let's go. Come with me to meet Perception. Hmm?
落とし主を連れて行った方がもっと説得力がある。
You'll be more convincing with the owner in tow.
誰が英単の力を勝手に使ってるかあんたは調べてるんだろ？
Aren't you investigating who's exploiting the power of the Pool Shadows?
それは確かにそうだな。
That I am.
あかりの兄貴も知ってるだろ。俺はその平和を好むんだ。
But Lantern, you know, I'm all about peace, right?
俺を連れて敵を作りに行くわけじゃないよな。
You're not bringing me along to make enemies, are you?
敵を作る？
Enemies?
それと何の関係があるの？
What about that?
てっきり否定してくれると思ったのに。
I thought you were gonna say the opposite.
今はまだわからない。ただ古馴染みに会うだけっていう可能性もある。
Can't say for sure now. Maybe it's just seeing an acquaintance.
最初に死ぬはずがない人間。守られた亡骸。
The one who would never be the first to die. And the protected remains.
行こう。もしかしたら今まで接していた核はアジタ本人なのかもしれない。
Let's go. Maybe Perception has actually been Agita this entire time.
なんだと？
What is it?
彼女のことは聞いたことがあるだろ
You've heard about her, right?
う。多くの放棄を使ってようやく実現できるあの計画のことだ。
That plan which requires all sorts of artifacts to complete.
でもそれは彼女の冗談という可能性もある。器具の意味は道具を使うことでしかないのかもしれない。
Maybe it's just a joke to her. For her, the notion of gadgets could simply be using tools.
待ってくれ。
Hold on.
今のはどういう意味だ？
What do you mean earlier?
過去は最初か
Are
ら
you saying that
アジタだったって
Perception
いう
is
のか？
Agita
あ
after
く
all?
まで推測だ。
It's just a hunch.
まずは目的地についてから
We'll
話
see
そう。
when we get there. You sure?
何かをしないと。敵はまだ現れないね。
Almost fell. Holy crap, I almost fell. Oops.
ほらほら、琥珀街にはまだまだ遊べる場所がたくさんあるよ。この辺りを6回も通ってなかったらまだその言葉に説得力があったかもしれないね。
Come on, let's go. There's plenty more to explore in Amber Street. Yeah, you might have had a point if we hadn't passed this place by 6 times already.
奴らはやっぱりまだいる。それじゃあ
近づかないように。
Ah, looks like they're still here. Then don't go.
人を探してるんだろ？
There could be somewhere, right?
奴らに聞けば。
Let's ask them.
近づかないようにと言った
I
はずだ。
said, don't go over there. Ooh, the manual. Sorry, Mommy. Yeah.
こういう時は
Now's the
邪魔
time
しないであげて。
to disturb her.
別に邪魔も何もないだろう。ただ
I'm not disturbing her, it's just.
え
Oh. I like this buff design. Hold up. 6.
それもそうだな。目の前に現れただけでも十分興ざめさせちまう。
I guess simply appearing in front of her is enough to ruin her day.
じゃあ、あかりの姉貴は100年前と同じ決断をするのか。
So, Lantern, is your decision the same as 100 years ago?
あいつの生死に関して。
About that person's life and death? Oh.
ご本いい雰囲気の真っ最中だけど一応聞いておく。
Ahem, I hate to spoil the joys atmosphere, but
どうして今の明かりは逆に私たちに近づこうとしなくなったの？
why is it that Lantern is the one hesitant to approach us now?
彼女にとって今の私たちは招かれざる客のままだよね。なんなら戻ってきた脅威とも言えるのに。
I guess we're still unwelcome guests to her. She may even view us as a known threat that's immersed in you.
もしそうだとしたら今までの経験から見れば私たちは彼女に銃を向けられてるはずだ。
If that were the case, based on our past experience, we would be staring down the barrel of a gun right now.
私たちがここを離れてた間に何かが変わったみたいだね。
Things sure changed while we were away. Hmm.
小弱？
Sanche?
まあ少し面倒だけど師匠が表に立ってるわけだしいずれは解決できるよ。だからあかり姉さんもうちらを困らせる必要なんてないと思う。
Well, it's been a bit troublesome, but Master has already stepped up, so this whole thing will blow up eventually. Lantern won't bother us anymore.
みんなもうちと同じように熱心でね。忙しい用事でもなければきっとあんたたちをもてなすと思うよ。
Everyone here is just as welcoming as I am. If they weren't so busy, they'd come personally and say no.
むしろあなたのおもてなしが多すぎるんじゃない？
If anything, I actually think you've been a bit too hospitable.
ところで次はどこに行くの？
Anyway, where are we heading next?
老朽には銃の楽しみがあるんだよね。小弱の計画だとそれもまだ始まったばかりでしょ？
There are 10 joys of launch shoot, right? According to your plan, it would appear we've only just begun.
楽しみにしてて。
You all better get yourselves ready.
今日の予定は100年以上かけて練ったものだからかなり充実してるよ。
Today's itinerary has been refined over the past 100 years, and I've got it down to a mere shine.
もう一度来る必要がないように琥珀貝を隅々まで体験させてあげる。
By the time you leave here, I guess you'll have seen every nook and cranny of Amber Street, and you won't need a second visit.
理解した。緊急発掘調査ってことだね。
Got it. You mean a rescue excavation?
歴史を見届けてるというより私たちは異国の風景を味わってるんじゃないかな。少なくとも小弱の前では私に未来人としての強みなんて何もないし。
Well, rather than witnessing the history, it feels more like we're sightseeing in a foreign land. When I'm in front of Sanche, I don't have any advantage of being a person from the future.
はいはい。このまま話を続けるとうちは本当に怯えちゃうよ。 そうだ。お菓子を食べて少し休むのはどうかな。
Okay, okay. If we keep talking like this, I'm gonna start feeling self-conscious. How about we go eat some snacks and take a breather?
横にあるこの老舗の職人はうちが100年以上食べても飽きないくらいに確かな腕を持ってるよ。
This place next to us is a time-honored establishment. It's been over 100 years and I still haven't got tired of it. They definitely know what they're doing.
老舗
Time-honored.
まさか
Yep, clock. Could it be?
私は構わないけど誰かさんはずっとその言葉を待ってたと思うよ。
Should have typed Sting. I don't really mind, but I guess some people have been waiting for this moment. Although she was teasing the red-haired girl on purpose, things were different with Senadina. Unlike the overly energetic Sunshine, Senadina seemed a bit rigid today. Of course, considering how busy they had been previously, this level of fatigue was understandable even if it was noticeable, so it was hardly suspicious.
うちに任せるって感じだね。わかった。
Looks like everyone is going with the flow. Alright then,
さあさあ、こっちこっち。
come over here, this way.
あれ、まだお祭りの時期じゃないのに。
It's not a festival yet.
ああ、彼だったんだ。
Oh, it's him.
ま
Could it be?
さか。
Ah. Fiat entered.
あ、これはこれは。
My, isn't this?
先生、一体。
Master Sanche, what are you doing?
うちは適当に歩き回ってるだけだから、そこまで大げさにしなくていいよ。
I'm just taking a stroll, no need to make a big fuss.
あんたこそ、前にあんたに教えた情報をこれのために使ってたの？
But you? Did you use the information I gave you earlier for this?
へえ
Oh, it's
彼か。
Yep. Right. For some reason, I'm getting a little sleepy. What the hell? Seven. Alright. When tracking to the grave before, it was this man in front of her who, after thinking he had received an extremely valuable hint, gave his hard-earned shadow to the girl without hesitation. Judging by his actions, at least at this moment, he hadn't changed his mindset.
それは先生のアドバイスのおかげですよ。術たちが。
I can't thank you enough for that tip off you gave me. Anyways. Since you are here, he suddenly paused and furtively glanced at the band of outsiders.
正尺先生、その時間があるときにまたお話ししましょうか。
Mr. Sanche, how about we talk later?
はいはい、隠す必要はないよ。みんなは友達だから、うち自身ですら何でも話してる。
Come on now, there's no need to hide anything. These are all friends of mine. I'm always open with them.
あんたは新しい店を開くんじゃないかって思ってたけど、よく見たら市を開催するつもり？
I was wondering if you're
今夜
going.
がこんなに賑やかなのはあんたが原因だったんだね。
I was wondering if you were going to open a new shop, but now that I've gotten a closer look, is this going to be a market? This place is bumping tonight. This all thanks to you.
それについては見ての通りまだ店の身の字もありません。
Well, as you can see, nothing is set in stone yet.
でも琥珀街をもっと賑やかにして見せたかったのは本当です。
However, I do want Amber Street to look more festive.
まだお祭りの時期ではありませんが、私たち老朽の住人にとって術の皆さんが戻ってくるよりも大事なことはないでしょう。それに
Although it's not time for a festive yet, can anything be more important for us in Lancia than the return of shoes? Besides,
琥珀街が賑やかで人々が穏やかに暮らしているのを見ればきっと彼らも喜ぶはずです。
I'm sure that seeing Amber Street bustling with people who are enjoying themselves will make them delighted.
そういうことだと思った。
I knew it.
結構お世辞を言うのが得意なんだ。
You're quite good at flattery.
資料深いと言ってください。
I'm just attentive to detail.
それに長尺先生の前では少し身の程知らずですが、老朽の人々は普段の改修に慣れていてお祭りのしきたりがよくわからないんです。
Besides, even though I shouldn't be the one to say it, when Master Sancho is here, the residents of Langshu are used to ordinary fear gatherings and aren't familiar with the intricacies of what goes into a celebration.
僭越ながらこの私が表に立つしかありませんでした。
So, I can be the only one taking care of it.
お祭りが始まった時、長尺先生もぜひいらして他の術の前で私を褒めてくださいね。
When the celebration officially begins, please grace us with your presence and say a few kind words in front of the other shoes for us.
その時
Like then.
わかった。うちはお祭りが好きだし、間に合うなら招待されてなくても来るよ。
Alright. I can never turn down a festive atmosphere, so even if nobody invites me, I'll come anyway.
でもあんたはその準備を済ませておいて。うちにはまだ大事な用事が残ってるから。
However, never mind. Just go ahead and take care of your important matters. I have something urgent to attend to here. Let me pause for a bit. I'm just right now multitasking. So, what's going on right now is I'm playing Zenless Zone Zero on my phone, which also happens to be my second monitor at the moment. Playing in the background is, well, it is my second monitor, but at the same time I'm playing Zenless Zone Zero at the moment, so I'm multitasking. So give me a second, give me a few minutes to clear one stage, then we'll come back. Then we'll come back. I just need to clear this one. I'll just clear this one real quick. Oh yeah, I can definitely gotta feel this one burning once I play this. I haven't played Zenless Zone Zero on the phone before, so this is actually the first time. Oh shit! No! Shit! No! 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 Okay. Whew. This is awkward. Let's see if I can play Zenless of Zero. What this is going on. You know what? I'm gonna close the window for a bit. Yeah, it's hard to do this. Muted and on mobile, no less. Yeah, I think hard to do this muted. Believe it or not, this one's I'm playing this as I think Switch. Oh. Ah! Ah! Hold up. Right now, I'm just gonna play this for a bit. Just gonna clear one. Right. Let me just clear that and continue this. Yep. Where were we?
着いたよ。誰も並んでないなんて運がいいね。
Here we are, and there's no queue. We are really lucky today.
ちょっとしたものを用意してくるから少し待ってて。すぐに戻ってくるよ。
Wait for me for a moment.
前から予想はしてたけど、本当に桜花にもある老舗なのかな。
Wait here for a moment. I'm preparing something nice for you all. I had a hunch before, but is that really the long-standing brand that also exists in Austria? Damn, I look good. My MC looks good. I look good. I'm surprised she's not flaunting her good looks in front of everyone. And before.
そういえば
In that case,
さあ来たよ。うちが事前に挨拶してなかったらこの時間に出来たては食べられない。
here it is. Thank goodness I gave an early notice. Otherwise, at this hour, you might not have been able to sample any freshly baked ones.
老舗とはいえ、ここ数年間は新作をいくつも出してるんだ。
Although they are an old brand, they've always been innovating over the years. Oldie's goldie. As long as the recipe is good, why not? Why change it? Anyways, I'm just multitasking right now. Try to get out of. Okay. Give me a second. Yep. Alright.
最近の新作のお菓子を前から食べたいって思ってたんだけど、体重が増えちゃってね。
I've been dying to try their new pastries for ages, but I've gained a fair bit of unwanted weight recently. Oh no. At least she's been eating, if she manages to gain some weight.
わかった。 自分だけ太るのが嫌なんだ。
I understand. You don't want to be the only one getting chunky. Oh no!
そう言っても構わないよ。
Oh no!
でもうちは苦しい生活に慣れちゃってるからね。脂っこくてサクサクしたお菓子が好きなんだ。
No. Don't roast grandma. Come on. If you say so, but I'm used to living a hard life before, so I've come to love eating some oily snacks.
それならヘリアの分も私が食べよ
In that case, give me Helia's portion too.
う。いつも体脂肪を気にしてるし、理解してあげないと。彼女を核と同じグループにしよう。
She's always obsessing over body fat. I should show some understanding. I'm putting her and Aunt Perception in the same group.
ちょっとコラリ、別に私はいつも気にしてるわけじゃないでしょ。
Hey, Coralie, I don't always go on about that.
悪いが、その必要があれば私も食事をしているように見せることができる。だからわざわざ私を分類する必要はない。
My apologies. If necessary, I can also exhibit the function of eating. So there's no need functioning. So there's no need for special classification. What?
へえ、見た目は確かに桜花のものと少し違うね。匂いも少し独特みたい。
However, it does seem quite different from those in Asia. And the smell is rather unique.
というより全然違う。細かいところだけでも100年以上のズレがあると、その違いは想像よりもずっと大きいんだね。
My goodness, it's completely different. Even with just minor adjustments, the differences are more significant than I imagined after nearly a century. How old are they? Just how old are they? After nearly a century, yeah. Have you lived that long? What? What's going on? Now I really want to know how old are they in Mars years? Well, also in Earth years, that by Earth year standards, equivalent. I mean. Anyways.
もうこれはまだ序の口だよ。他のものも食べてみて。今後は食べられないよ。いろんなものをちょっとずつ持ってきたんだ。
This is nowhere near it. Want to try something else? You won't get to eat this again. I specifically brought a little bit of everything.
そういえば桜花の罹患の術草を完全に消滅させるためとはいえ、2つの世界はもう二度とつながらなくなっちゃうの？
But speaking of that, even though it was to put an end to Ashia's 10 Faces of Misery, the two worlds can no longer be connected anymore, can they?
さあね。あと100年もしたら師匠たちは根本から解決する方法を見つけられるかもしれない。
Who knows? Maybe in another 100 years, Master and the others might find a way to achieve both goals.
そう思うと、夢追い人、あんたがここを出る前にちょっと頼み事があるんだ。
That reminds me. Oh, I have a favor to ask before you leave.
私に？
Me?
そうだよ。ほら、うちも一応有名人だろ。友人を連れて琥珀街で散策したくても着替えないとすぐに正体がバレてしまう。
Yes, you see, I'm somewhat of a celebrity here. Oh, sure. And if I want to take my friends around Ember Street, I had to change my clothes so nobody recognizes me. The hair is a giveaway, lady. And those eyes. And those, whatever these are. These are giveaways. You can't possibly change your appearance completely.
前に親切から聞いたんだけど、桜花でもうちは結構有名なんだよね。
Based on what Shinshui mentioned earlier, it would appear I'm quite famous in Asia as well.
確かにちょっと勉強した人はみんな小弱の名前を聞いたことがあるよ。
Indeed. Anyone who hasn't been living under a rock has heard of you.
記憶の中のイメージは本人と少し違うけど。
Although the recorded version of you is quite different.
そう、それが一番怖いんだよ。
Right? That's what I fear the most.
今のあんたはうちっていう人間を知ってるわけだし、そのうちの代わりに正直に話してくれないかな。
Now that you see me in person, can you, tell my story truthfully?
もちろんそれも親切姉さんが用意した課題の一つでもあるからね。小弱に言われなくてもちゃんと私の見たもの聞いたものを記録するよ。
Of course. That's also one of my assignments given to me by Chinshui. Even if you didn't ask, I would still record everything I see and hear.
だから正直に話すと言ったんだ。
Ahem. That's what I said. Tell my story truthfully.
つまり彼女は話に尾ひれをつけて電気を作ってほしいって言おうとしてる。
She means you should spice things up and create another legend for her.
そこまで大げさじゃないだろ。それに歴史に名を残すなら誰だって評価が高い方がいいに決まってる。
Also, so absurd about that. I mean, who would want to go down in history?
人に顔あり、木に皮ありって言うだろ。メンツはかなり大事なんだ。うちも世間を渡り歩いてきたし、飢え死によりもメンツを失うことの方が大変なんだよ。わかった？
Respect is a big deal, and I've got quite a reputation around here. And to lose face would be a fate worse than death. Understand?
でも桜花に残ってる小弱の記録はすでに大げさだけどね。まだ満足してないの？
But the accounts about you in Austria are already quite sensational. Do those not satisfy you?
それは
I want to read those articles, those records. Well,
確かにパッと見るといい感じだけど、よく考えたらあれじゃあ別人だよ。
at
なんだ
first
か
glance,
魂がこもってないみたいな。
they seem somewhat accurate, but on second thought, it's like they're describing a completely different person. It all feels a bit soulless, don't you think?
ほら、うちらは知り合って結構時間が経ったし、本当はそんなに嘘が上手じゃないってあんたたちも知ってるだろ。
You see, we've known each other for so long, and in truth, I don't really know how to deceive people. Can't you tell? For the girl, this might be quite a revelatory confession. For outsiders who lacked certain information, however, it was rather difficult to discern that due to her uttering it with such nonchalance.
要するに夢追い人桜花では人はどんな感じになれば好かれるの？
In short, Holly, what kind of person is considered likable in Austria?
難しい質問だね。
I,
それに魂がこもってないって後世の人にも小弱のことをより正確に知ってもらいたいんじゃなくて、本当は自分の望む方向に調整してほしいって言いたいの？
Yes, it's hard to say for sure. And when you said soulless just now, I thought you wanted the posterity to have a more accurate understanding of you, but in reality, you want it twisted your way.
そのほら、うちってメンツにこだわるたちだろ。でもメンツに対しての理解は人それぞれじゃない？
I do care about my reputation. It's just that when it comes to saving face, everyone has a different definition of it.
うまく伝わってないみたいだけど、うちの意図を理解してくれたら嬉しいな。
It wasn't clear. But you get the guys, right?
そう言われても好かれる基準って決めづらくないかな。
But even so, being likable is difficult to quantify.
あーどんどん話がずれていってない？
Seems like we're straying further away from the point.
要するに本当はあんたたちに今でももう十分に好かれてるよって言ってほしかっただけなんだ。
Despite all the talk, I just want to hear you say that I'm likable enough as I am.
どうやら本当に嘘をつくのが苦手みたいだね。
Wow, you really are a terrible liar.
まあその話は置いといて、そろそろ他の場所に行ってみない？他に遊べる考察できるものはないか見てみたいから。
Should we go somewhere else? I want to see if there's anything else to play. I mean, investigate.
安心して。なんといってもここはうちが100年以上もいる場所だよ。そう簡単に全部回れるはずないだろ。
Of course there are. I've been here for over 100 years. Now I really want to know how old can they really go. Exploring everything this place has to offer isn't so easy. Considering their previous experience of dining together, the girl looked at Senadina. Oh, what the hell? Though she didn't count as a big eater, an intense curiosity stemming from her unique birth always compelled her to leave the dining table for last. What the hell is going on with her? However, this time, the situation seemed to be different.
ほら行くよ。セナ。
Alright, let's go sit. Have you not noticed the veins, ladies? Have you not noticed the veins in her?
次はどこに行くの？
If I see blue veins on someone else's face, I'd be very concerned. Why are you people so nonchalant? Sure. Where to next?
セナ、あなた
Said a year.
どうしたの？そんな顔
Why are you
して。
looking at me like that for?
私どこかおかしかった？
Is there something wrong with me? Yes. The cracks. That's a mystery. In of its own. But these veins? No. We are concerned, and you're looking awfully pale at the moment. Although they had only spent a short time together, the girl's effusiveness constantly reminded the others that she didn't need to be looked after. Are you sure about that? Oh crap, there's sweat. However, no amount of energy can last forever, especially at this moment when seeing is believing. Oh my god. Hold up. Let me save this.
What's wrong?
What's wrong? What's this? No! Sarah! Yes, Sarah! No! Wait. I can actually pause this. Hold up. Even when lying down, her hair is still flowing. Now that's attention to detail. that's a lot of detail.
カク、
That-
手を貸して。
Why her? Give her perception? Why her? Why not the other girls? Although there were signs of this happening earlier, due to the unspoken significance this day held for Sunshine, she seldom paid attention to anyone else's emotions, instead focused solely on her own. Therefore, Sunche, who was usually good at reading people, was just as taken aback as everyone else, but steadily failed to suppress the abnormality in her body. What's going on with her?
これはどうして急に
Why? How did this suddenly...
加工おばさん、まさかセナも前の夢追い人と同じように呪詛にやられたの？
Oh, that's... On perception, could it be that Dina is haunted by the 10 faces, just like Aoi just was before?
おそらく違うと思う。
I'm afraid it's not that simple.
老朽の影と関係があるなら、私が確認しなくても、あなたは自分で簡単に気づけるはずだ。
If it's related to the shadow of Lanshu, you'll be able to notice it yourself without my input.
この模様
This pattern.
夢追い人データの海から誕生した人にとってこれはよくある病気なんかじゃないよね。
Aoi. For someone born out of the sea data, this shouldn't be a common symptom, should it?
こんな症状は私も初めて見た。
No, this is the first time I've seen something like this. Anyone?
コラリ、あんたも気づいてる？
Do you notice it too, Kodali?
可能性は高くないけど、いわゆる崩壊病の模様に似てる。
Oh no.
でも、もしそうだとしたら、まさか地球と火星が。
While the possibility might be slim, this does resemble the patterns that would appear in what's known as Honkai infection. But if that's the case, does it mean Earth and Mars are...
いや、その話はまた後でにしよ
Let's not discuss that for now.
う。何かいい方法はない？それとも、
Do you have
今
any...
すぐに彼女を
Do you have
王家
any...
に連れ戻すべき。
Do you have any ideas, perception, or should we immediately take her back to Ashi?
すまないが、私には原因すらわからない。
I'm struggling to understand the root cause of all this.
最初に自己紹介をしたとき、すでに話しているだろう。私の応用範囲に老朽以外のものは含まれないと。
When I initially introduced myself to you, I mentioned that my abilities couldn't extend beyond Lashu.
もちろん、緊急事態でもあるし、あなたたちが助けを必要としているのなら、10日交換の原則は一旦置いておいて、便宜を図ることもできる。
Of course, given the urgency of the situation, if you all need assistance, I can temporarily set aside the principle of equivalent exchange and try to provide assistance.
便利？
Assistance?
そうそう。加工おばさん、早くうちらを師匠のところまで連れてって。
To Baiji? Really? Alright, take us to my master quickly. To the most sus guy in the game right now. Really?
どんな病気でも術走でも、師匠ならきっと何らかの方法を知ってるはず。
Whether it's illness or the 10 faces, my master is sure to have a solution.
師匠、
Master.
よく考えてみたら、あかりが初めて白球に会った時も、まるで。
Not to think of it, when Lantern first encountered Baiji, she also...
他に方法がないなら、とりあえず急ごう。
since there aren't any other options, we should hurry.
もしかしたら、今の状況は私たちが思ってるのと全然違うかもしれないでしょ。
Who knows, maybe the situation is completely different from what we expect.
意見がまとまったなら、その子をこちらに連れてきて。しかし、白球が持っている力を考慮すると、私にできることは非常に少ないかもしれない。
If you all have reached an agreement, bring that little girl over here. However, considering the power Baiji possesses, the assistance I can provide may be quite limited. What the hell? Alright, back to break. Oh. Finally, something's going on right now. Anyways, speaking of which, I need to go to the bathroom. Be right back. What's going on? What's going on with her? And she's back to her old self without any infections. That's just lovely.
私に任せて。
And so let's keep it canon and control her instead.
Kaku おばさん、これって師匠は？
More perception. Where's Master? More importantly, where's Senna?
先ほど話した数少ない私にできることだよ。
This is what I mentioned earlier. Limited assistance.
実際白球が掌握している力は老朽内部ではどちらかというとどこにでもいるような感じだ。
In fact, with the power Baiji possesses, it feels like he is omnipresent within Lanshu.
カクおばさん、どうしてこんな時まで？
Not perception. Why are you still?
でも今の状況以上に
But surely things couldn't get any worse for you than they are already. Miss Lanshu?
小弱お姉ちゃん？
Sachi? Miss Lanshu?
今のはセルマの声。
Is that Selma's voice?
セルマの状況は重要ではない。
Who was that? Miss Selma's situation doesn't matter.
老朽で起きていることを考えれば多くの場合一人の術を見つけると術全員を見つけることになる。だから白球はこの近くにいるはずだ。
Considering what's happening in Lanshu, in most cases, finding one shoe means finding all the shoes. Baiji should be nearby.
何はともあれできることが少ないとしても助けにはなる。
After all, limited assistance is still assistance. I did good. I cannot jump. There you are. And
で
Telema.
もどうしてあなたに似たような経験がないの？
What happened to Telema? But why haven't you had a similar experience? A
私はおそらく当事者だからだろう。
I'm afraid it's because I've been within.
よりによって巨漢の家宝だけが終わりではなく始まりに現れる。
Only the retribution of falsehood manifested at the beginning, instead of ending.
よくわからない。
Why is she so quiet? I'm still not following.
つまり今はまだ過ぎていない。
Baiji, what the fuck happened?
そうだよね。
Did you do to her? But in other words, it still hasn't passed. What have you done to her? The tone of her voice was quite strange. The curves of her lips and the way she moved were all drastically different from before. But the one watching her leave was oblivious to all these. As if she were not Telema, but rather another person entirely. Okay. And thus, Telema left in silence. Shortly after, a special union took place in the library. What the fuck? What? Girl's a zombie, holy crap. Admire yourself in the mirror. I was there to admire. I look shitty. Don fine garments and weave silk threads to attend a promised feast. Tread the thorns and grapple warily, for any oversight may lead you into an despairing abyss. Now, when you look in the mirror, which version of yourself do you see?
当ててみて。支配する秘訣は何だと思う？
What is the key to domination? Take a guess. Why is he so dead here? What the hell?
人の心を見抜き、恐怖を知ること。
Reading people's minds and understanding their fears. Okay.
じゃあ、どうすれば本物の貴族と呼べるのかしら。
Then, what makes a true noble?
恐怖と向き合い、思うがままに振る舞う。
Confronting fears and doing as you please. I like this. I like this very much. Hold on. The fuck?
それでどうすれば最高の楽しみを満喫できるの？
What's going on? How can one enjoy the ultimate pleasure? I'm saving that. Hold on, let me save these. Because I'll be doing this throughout, so you have to bear with it. Okay. Alright. Fear must bow down to me.
私に服従しなければならない。
Bro, what's going on?
来たよ、セルマお姉ちゃん。
I'm here, Mr. Lama.
セラ、
What's going on? Sarah?
ごめんなさい、セルマお姉ちゃん。今起こしてあげるね。
I'm sorry, Mr. Lama. Let me help you up.
ごめんね。セルマお姉ちゃんに会うのが久しぶりで、本の虫たちも私と同じくらい嬉しがってるの。
I'm
みん
sorry.
なを落ち着かせようと思ったから、セルマお姉ちゃんのそばにいられなかった。
I'm sorry. It's been long since I've seen you. And the bookworms got a bit excited like I did. I was trying to make them quiet down, so I couldn't accompany you.
セラったら、もう少し気をつけてくれない？私にはまだ地べたに横になる趣味なんてないのよ。
Be careful, Sarah. I'm not interested in sitting on the ground at the moment.
そうするね、セルマお姉ちゃん。
Okay, I'll remember, Mr. Lama.
ええ、いい子ね。
You're such a good girl.
セルマお姉ちゃん、今私たちの距離が離れてなければもっとうまく動けるように手伝えるの。だからもう心配しなくていいんだよ。
Thank you. As long as we're close enough, I can help you move better. There's no need to worry anymore.
あら、心配？こんなに面白いことが起きてるのに、どうして心配する必要があるの？
What is happening to Eleanor? Worry? Why would I worry about something so interesting?
面白い？よくわからない。
Interesting? I don't understand.
面白いに決まってるわ。華麗な服を作った両手が糸で引かれ、従者に命令した貴族も人に言われるがまま。無数の美しい服を測ってきた私より トルソーにふさわしい存在がいるのかしら。
Hands that weave fine garments are manipulated by the thread, and the aristocrat who commands her servants is at the mercy of others. Is there anyone more suitable than I, who has measured countless splendid clothes, to be the mannequin? Exquisite dresses can be devoured by insects, and elegant forms will crumble to dust. But only union will allow the smile on her lips to remain on her own.
こういう支配の感覚は数えきれないほど目にしてきたけど、実際に体験することはなかったわ。
I've witnessed this feeling of domination countless times, but have never experienced it firsthand.
まさか窮地に追い込まれてる時に今までにない新しい楽しみを味わえるなんてね。
I never expected that I would enjoy such an unprecedented new pleasure at a time when the world as we know is about to end.
そうとはいえ、相手がセラじゃなくて他の人だったら。
That being said, if it weren't you, but someone else,
指2本しか動かせない状態でもなんとかして相手をひざまずかせたでしょうね。
even if I could only move 2 fingers, I would make the other person grovel at my feet. Invisible threads hung high. The Dominion changed sides. She gazed at the clumsy gestures of the swaying figure, at every moment that didn't belong to her, and found herself unable to suppress her laughter, until a small hand clenched tightly onto hers. Aww. Damn, what's going on? What's going on? What's going on? What the hell? What is happening? Even though it's not the action she expected, at this moment, Relema truly felt their connection.
何をしてるの、セラ。
What are you doing, my little Sarah?
ごめんね、セルマお姉ちゃん。私、賢い子じゃないけど、もう少し近くにいたら、セルマお姉ちゃんと通じ合えるかもしれないから。
I'm sorry, Stellima. I'm not a smart child. But if we get closer, maybe I can understand your thoughts.
お姉ちゃんの話がよくわからなくて、どう答えていいか迷ったの。だから。
I don't understand what you just said, so I don't know how to respond.
そうなのね。確かに、体をあなたに支配されたとしても、この思考は私のもの。最後の自我もいつ奪われるかわからないけどね。
Even though you control this body now, my thoughts still belong to me. I just don't know when these last vestiges of self will be stripped away.
あら、でも私の考えがわからないのに、どうして私にこんなことをさせたの？
If you don't understand my thoughts, why did you make me do such a thing?
私
People always gave Thelema the opportunity to see through their true selves and grasp their fears because of their inconsistency. Their appearance not matching their emotions. But in her eyes, Seraphim was different. So innocent and pure were her desires. Then one could see through them at a glance.
当ててみるわね。セラは私を慰めようとした。 そうよね。
Let me guess. This is because Senna wanted to comfort me, isn't it?
うん。セルマお姉ちゃんにはもっと元気になってほしいし、もう無理してほしくないの。
I hope you can feel better without having to force yourself into doing anything. Is it true that fear is like a cough, poverty, or love? Something that can never be concealed. When Thelma discovered that she gradually lost control of her body after that amorphous face, strange shadow sphere came into being. She did feel lost and helpless for a while. Fortunately, this young lady had the gift to tame these feelings of terror. But now, the girl's gentle words made her furrow her brow.
あら、慰める必要があると思ったのね。セラ、それはあなたの考え？それとも彼らの考え？
Oh? Do you think I need comforting? Is that your own thought? Or theirs?
私、ううん、みんなだよ。
Ooh, it might be a wrong answer. It's mine. No, it's everyone's.
でも、みんなの考えは私の考えなの。
But everyone's thoughts are my thoughts.
彼らにとって私は慰めが必要な人間なの。
So, in their eyes, I seem like everyone. So in their eyes, I seem like someone in need of comfort.
ああ、忘れるところだったわ。体にとらわれることなく自由に思考を巡らせる彼らはそもそも体験することができない。それに理解できなくても無理はない。
Oh, I almost forgot. To be unburdened by the body, to let one's thoughts wander freely. They cannot bear it, and naturally, they cannot understand it.
何せ退屈、放心、暇、そして思考はこの忙しい世界ではもともと高価な贅沢品。
After all, boredom, daydreaming, leisure, and even thinking in this busy world, they're all luxuries.
なぜなら人々は生活のために働かなければならないから。休憩の時間さえ犠牲にすることもある。でもその代価を支払わなくていい人もいる。そうだよね。
Because people need to work for a living. Some even sacrifice their personal life for it. And there are those who don't have to pay that price, right?
彼らは手足を動かせなくてもその成果を楽しむことができる。それどころかセンスが欠如していてブラブラと遊ぶことを最高の楽しみと自慢する。
Yeah. They don't need to work their limbs and can still reap the rewards. They may even be complete Philistines, boasting idleness as the ultimate enjoyment.
でもどんなに華麗なステップにも疲れ果てる時がやってくるし、どんなに面白いゲームでも自分が夢中にならないと意味がない。
But even the most elegant dance has moments of fatigue. And even the most entertaining game requires one person to be played.
そして私は体に束縛されることなく存在にとらわれることもないのに、その言葉では表現できない永遠に終わらない楽しみを満喫できる。
As for me, I am no longer bound by a corporeal form, Nor do I need to be trapped in existence. Yet I can enjoy this unquestionable and never-ending pleasure.
これ以上
This,
極上の享楽と呼べるものはないでしょ
this. What could deserve to be called the ultimate pleasure better? She laughed with delight, savoring this extraordinary novel pleasure. The girl beside her glanced at her, tilted her head in thought for a moment, and then relaxed her grip on their intertwined hands.
極上の享楽セルマお姉ちゃんの術の名前と一緒だね
She's not smiling. That's very unnerving. That's not her usual self. The ultimate pleasure is just like your title.
セラは賢い子ね忘れないでリトスタのようにもしかしたらドニグルもそうかもしれないわね術として私たちはその才能を最大限に発揮しないといけない
Yes, you're such a clever and well-behaved child, Sarah. Don't forget, just like Litos and maybe even Duanigue, we are destined to maximize that talent of shoes.
術の才能を最大限に発揮させるって白おじさんがみんなに送ったプレゼント
Is this the gift bestowed upon us by Uncle Baiji?
プレゼント従者を死なせ享楽者に極楽を体験させる彼の手によって偽造されたすべては私たちを術の名と同じ結末へと導くのよ
Gift. One that brought the sacrifice to his demise and made the pleasure experience ecstasy. The fabrication of all this by his hands will ultimately lead us to outcomes that befit our titles. Delama instinctively touched the trinket on her wrist. What wrist? Which wrist? Where fragments of stardust crystals were stored. Before she could once again realize her inability, the girl by his side had already taken care of everything.
これを受け取った時にはもう運命の結末が決まってたならこれは願いを叶えてくれるプレゼントそれとも逃げ場のない呪いかしらね
If the ending had already been written when I took it, is this a dream come true or an inescapable curse?
でも白おじさんからのプレゼントがなかったら私はより多くの人たちのより多くの願いを叶えてあげられなかった
However, without Uncle Baiji's gift, I won't be able to help more people fulfill their wishes.
そう言われれば確かにそうね
If you put it that way, then it's true.
術の願いを一文字のズレもなく叶え白球の造物は私に暇つぶしの対象をたくさん与えてくれた気に入ったって認めるわ
To fulfill the wishes of the shoes in a literal sense. Baiji's creation has provided me with many objects of amusement, which suits me just fine.
それに白おじさんがそれを私たちに渡した時は多分考えもしてなかったと思う誰かの願いを叶えさせることがおじさん自身を縛る手助けになるだなんて
Also, when Uncle Baiji gave it to us, he probably didn't expect that helping one person fulfill their wish also meant pushing them into a grave that they themselves dug.
その通り才能を極限まで発揮することは自分を縛る道で終わりを告げられることを意味するのよ
That's right. To maximize one's talents is also to confine oneself to the only path.
だから眠ることでは苦しみをなくせない。目を閉じても問題は消えない。
So, sleeping won't relieve the pain, and closing eyes won't make the problems disappear.
でも少なくとも時間は稼げるんじゃないかしら。それと同時に何もかもが絶望の地へと落ち続けるけどね。
It can at least buy some time, can't it? Although, in the meantime, everything continues to plummet into despair. Ever since she saw that shadow among his face, moving high above the sky, she understood that the sinister eyes that had cried for 100 years were waiting for this moment.
白球100年前にあなたがしたこと、そしてあなたがあえてしないと選んだこと。
Baishi, the things you did a century ago, and the thing you chose not to do.
今日のあなたは後悔してるのかしら。
Do you regret them now? The counterfeit on your wrist gently swayed as the element moved, and memories from long ago slowly resurfaced in your mind. What was that?
プレゼントを受け取ったあの日、私たちはちょうど術の名と真逆のことを経験したわよね。
Hold up. There's there's Ajita. Mommy. I'm sorry, mommy. Mommy. I'm sorry, mommy. Maybe we only get to see her once. That's not fair. Once up close, I mean. On the day we received the gifts, we were going through events that were diametrically opposite to our titles.
殉死者は殺戮を、凶楽者は苦痛を。
The sacrifice was slaughtering, and the pleasure was suffering.
術の名と全く違う始まりがあったからこそ、私たちはこのプレゼントを手にした。そして最後にこのプレゼントによって私たちは術の名と同じ結末を手にするのでしょう。
Because we had beginnings that were diametrically opposite to what we now represent, we received this gift. In the end, this gift will lead us to outcomes that befit our titles.
何かを得たければ同僚の代価を支払わないといけない。本当に公平な等価交換ね。
If you want something, you must first pay an equivalent price. How fair that sounds.
もしプレゼントをもらった日にみんなが術の名前と真逆のことを経験したのなら、セルマお姉ちゃん、結合と真逆のことって何？
If on the day we received the gift, we were all experiencing the opposite of our titles, then Miss Stelina, what would contradict the act of union?
孤独よ。
Loneliness. Loneliness.
違う。セルマお姉ちゃん、あの日私は町の人たちと一緒にいてみんなと手をつないでたの。だから私は孤独じゃないよ。
No, that's not it, Miss Stelina. On that day, I stood together with many folks, holding hands with them. I'm not lonely at all. Humans are inherently lonely, whether in the crowd or in the universe. This is what she thought, but did not give voice to.
そうね、忘れるところだったわ。セラは町の人たちと一緒にいたから孤独なわけないわよね。
Yes, I almost forgot how you stood together with your people. How could you ever be lonely? After listening to Delima's words, the girl seemed to have found some argument to free everyone from their fate and smiled with contentment.
だから心配しなくていいよ、セルマお姉ちゃん。
So, there's no need to worry anymore. Miss Selima.
もしプレゼントをもらった日に私たちが術の名前と真逆のことをしてなかったら、きっとみんなは違う結末を迎えられるはず。
If, on the day we received the gift, some of us weren't behaving in a way that contradicted our own titles, then surely everyone would have a different ending.
こんな風に言うのは少し空気が読めてないかもしれないけど、プレゼントと代価の話は私たちが目覚めてからずっと繰り返され続けてるのよ。
Though it may seem a bit out of place to say so, all this drama involving the gift and the price has been continuously playing out since we woke up.
だからこそ白球は儀式を急いでる。それを通して証明したいのかもしれないわね。
That is why Baiji is so eager to complete the ritual. He probably wants to make sure that
自分が後悔してるかどうかを。
whether or not he regrets it himself.
分かった。じゃあセルマお姉ちゃんの選択は。
I understand. So, it's your choice. Shh.
今の私じゃそれを成し遂げるには他の人にやってもらう必要があるかもしれないわ。
If I were to attempt that in my current state, I probably need someone else to do it for me.
でも誰かの道具になる趣味はないし、従者のために考える暇もない。従者は従者よ。100年経ったからって何かが変わるわけじゃないでしょ。
But I'm not fond of becoming a tool in someone else's hands, much less thinking for a servant. A servant is always a servant. And why would 100 years change that? She could have hidden something that, but ultimately didn't name anyone.
分かった。でもどう選べばいいかわからない。
I see. But I still don't know how to choose.
みんながいろんな話をしてくれた。何が正しいか、何が間違ってるかわからないの。
Everyone said so much. I don't understand what's wrong and what's wrong. Everyone said so much. I understand what's right and what's wrong.
大丈夫よセラ。あなたは自分で選択すればいいの。少なくとも私たちが結末を迎えるまでにはまだ時間があるわ。
It's okay, Sarah. You just need to make the choice for yourself. At least you still have some time before we all reach the end.
従者が死に協力者が楽しむ。次は誰の番か当ててみて。
The sacrifice sacrificed, and the pleasure pleased. Guess who's next?
あかりお姉ちゃんはどうなるの？この件をお姉ちゃんに伝えるべきかな。そしたら
The sheer
お姉
destruction?
ちゃんも自分の身を守れるように準備できるはず。
What about Lante? Should we tell her about this? That way, she can prepare ahead of time and protect herself.
あら、さすがはセラって言うべきかしら。この瞬間でも他人のことを最初に気にするなんて。
Oh, you are truly remarkable, Sarah. Even in a time like this, your first reaction is to care about others.
だって結合によってみんなが愛を手に入れるのなら。
That's because, since union can help everyone receive love,
最大限の結合を私の定められた結末にするなら、私もより多くの愛を手に入れられるんだよね。
then if I make the pinnacle of union my destined outcome, I'll receive even more love. Won't I?
セレ、それはわからないわ。
I don't know about that.
大丈夫だよ、セレマお姉ちゃん。みんなが愛を手にすること自体いいことだから。
It's okay, Miss Helena. It's a good thing for everyone to find love.
でもずっと私を守ってくれたあかりお姉ちゃんにとって白おじさんからのプレゼントはただ怪物たちをお姉ちゃんの前に送り込んで数えきれないほどの戦いと痛みを味わわせるだけ。
Lantern has always protected me. But all Uncle Baiji's gift will do is bring a constant stream of monsters to her. All that will lie ahead of her is countless battles and endless pain.
ええ、情の面でも
she's
理屈の
Not the
面でも
light, not the light.
彼女は力尽きて死ぬまで戦い続けるでしょうね。
Yes, both morally and logically, she will be trapped in endless battles until he dies of exhaustion. Yes, that is her fate. That's what she wanted.
Akari?
There you are. Speaking of which. Lantern? Lantern?
よかった。あかりお姉ちゃんは怪物たちにもう一度勝ったんだね。
I like her shimmy. I adore that shimmy. She's so cute. Shimmy, shimmy. Great. Lantern has once again defeated the monsters.
見つけた。
Found you.
あかりお姉ちゃん、私たちはここにいるよ。また怪我したの？私に見せて。
We're here. Did you get hurt again? Maybe take a look. Oh, something's about to go down here. Hold up. Before she's about to go down, let me just take a moment to get some screenshots in. Six.
待ってセラ。少し様子がおかしいわ。
Hold on, Sarah. Something's off about her.
心配しないで、セレマお姉ちゃん。怪物たちはここにいないよ。あかりお姉ちゃんが全部倒してくれたから。
No need to worry, Miss Helena. There aren't any monsters around. Lantern sorted that.
いいえ。
No. Jesus. She's not smiling. That's not good. That is not good. Just take a moment to get some screenshots in. No,
違うわ。
that isn't right.
もしあの怪物たちが全部彼女に倒されてたとしたら、彼女が次に戦う相手は誰かしら。
Ah, shit. If she's already slayed all those monsters, then who else is there to stand in her way? Ah, fuck dude. She's just unhinged, just like Calpus.
つまりこれがアストラルリングの影響。
Is this the influence of the astral ring? Meanwhile, Baiji, who did not know the anomalies of the library, was busy healing Senadina.
つまりこれがアストラルリングの影響？
Is this due to the influence of the astral ring?
小弱の師匠白球さんの話によると、セナはあかりとの戦いでアストラルリングをオーバーロードさせたせいで疲労が溜まってしまったんだって。
Oh, according to Mr. Baiji's explanation earlier, it was Senna's excessive use of the astral ring's power during her battle against Lantern that led to her pathological fatigue.
私たちもっと早く気づくべきだった。
We should have noticed it earlier.
セナのやつ無茶しすぎだよ。彼女が目覚めたらいっぱい説教してやらないと。
Senna is really reckless. Once she wakes up, we'll have to have a serious talk with her.
それはそうだけど、もしセナが覇気で覇気の術に対抗するって思いついてなかったら、あかりとの戦いはそううまくいかなかったんじゃないかな。
That being said, if it weren't for Senna who came up with the idea of using the way of destruction to counter the shoe of destruction, our chances against Lantern would have been slimmer.
もちろん、それが唯一の方法だとは限らない。例えば目を閉じて地面に寝そべる。
Oh,
つまりみんなの死んだふりが上手だったら、次に目が覚めた時にはちょうど白球に動きを封じられてたかもしれない。
oh, that may not be the only way. For example, we could just close our eyes and lie down on the ground. If everyone is good at playing dead, perhaps when we wake up, we'll still be in the same place where Baiji left us.
まあいい。
Forget it.
今は冗談を言ってる場合じゃない。もしセナの症状が本当に崩壊病と関係があるなら、手術をして私自身の融合因子を彼女に分けるしかないかも。
Now's not the time for jokes. You're the one making jokes. If Senna's symptoms are really related to the Hankai infection, perhaps surgery is the only recourse for me to share my factor with her.
火星人が地球人の融合因子を受け入れてくれるかどうかは未知数だけどね。
Even though whether Martians are compatible with the fusion factor of Earthlings remains to be seen.
何を言ってるのかわからないけど、すごく危険なものみたいだね。
I don't quite follow what you're saying, but it sounds like it will be a bit dangerous.
生存率は完全に未知だ。
Well, yes, the odds of her survival are a complete mystery.
それはさすがに。
Huh? That's too.
とにかく今は師匠がいるから、もう少ししたらきっとセナも元気になるはず。みんな安心して。
Anyway, now that my master has intervened, Senna will be back on her feet in no time. So there's no need to worry about it, folks.
でもあなたの師匠はさっき完全に治療する方法はない、時間稼ぎしかできないって頭を振ってたのに。
But your master just shook his head and said he couldn't provide a cure, only a temporary solution.
もう時間稼ぎだって時には根本的解決につながるよ。本気で言うと、生老病死、飢餓、寒さ、怒り、憎しみ、この世に解決できない問題は山ほどある。でもうちら普通の人間はそれでも楽しく暮らしてるだろ。
Huh. Who said a temporary solution can be a decisive move? Issues like aging, sickness, death, hunger, and resentment. There are so many problems in this world without a definitive cure. Despite that, us mere mortals still manage to muddle through and have a good time, don't we?
へえ、なるほど。それは面白い見解だね。
Oh, I see. That's an interesting viewpoint, I must say.
だからさ、師匠は普段体が弱いけど、長い間患ってるからこそ病気に詳しいんだ。
So you see, you mustn't judge my master based on his usual sickly appearance. He's quite. He's actually quite experienced in dealing with illnesses. Mm-hmm.
師匠
Master.
話の邪魔をしてすまないが、君たちの友人はもう大丈夫だ。
Sorry for interfering in conversation. Your friend is no longer in danger. Mm-hmm.
さすが師匠、何で
Just
も
as
解
I
決し
thought.
てくれるんだ
Now
ね。
that master is on the case, everything's taken care of. I'm getting kind of hungry. So let me just munch on these corns and peanuts. Alright. Mm-hmm. Peanuts. Give me a second. Where is it? I'm getting kind of hungry now. Mm-hmm. So let me just munch on these first before we continue. Okay. Ah, kind of hungry still. Maybe I'll just cut right now. In order to complete my 3-hour mark, let me just do something else here. So we'll cut the chapter 3 run short for now and continue this tomorrow. So let's do something else here. besides this.
やっぱり平和が一番。次はブラブラ
Let's
す
do
る？
something else.
もう寝だめ？
Let's see what's the end of this tunnel here. Right. What you got? Oh, it's getting faster. Hey, we're done. Oh, that's easy. Let me just finish these then. Let's see. And then after this, I'm gonna cut the stream short since I'm getting hungry. Streaming with an empty stomach is never a fun experience, so sorry about that. Oh shit! And there you go. Right now I'm so hungry. Guess what I ate earlier is not enough. It will never be enough. Lovely. So let me just end the stream with this. Ow. Ow. Stop it! Oh great, I have to deal with this guy too. Excuse me. And last but not least, endless, huh? In the challenge stage, you'll be ranked according to your destruction score. Metal shadow entities won't take damage when hit. Oh crap, it's moving too. And I'm taking damage! Oh no. Oh no 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 no! Ow. Ow, ow, ow. Oh crap. I'm dead. I'm dead! Oh god. Yes. That was sucky. So how did that fare? Okay. That's good, I guess. What a weird game. Oh well. That was cleared. I haven't. Phase 3. What? What? Shadowbreaker. Why is the continuous? Wait. Is this continuous? Real world. Complete the story at Starving Dream. Also using. Oh no. I have to do this too. Exploration progress in Masquerade Corridor reaches 13. Complete the mission fireworks of the present and the past. Mission with the shaping. And I still have to do these. Lovely. That's just lovely. See a Mirage. I haven't done that yet. Oh my god. Not this. Anyways, I think I should. Yeah, I think I should leave it here for now. I'm so hungry.
全部クリア。よく頑張ったね。
Yeah, I think the world exploration thing, I'm gonna do it off stream in the meantime, and I'm so hungry right now, and I need to eat. I need to eat something. It's if I don't eat, I might faint midstream. So I'm just gonna leave it here for now. Sorry about it. For those who's just gonna watch this VOD, expecting that I finish this in one stream, but I couldn't. I'm just so hungry right now. So, nevertheless, if you like what I do here and all of my shenanigans and quips during gameplay, just hit the follow button and click on notifications. I'm gonna be online again, live, which is most likely be tomorrow, since I really need to clear chapter 3 so much. I need to clear it right now. I need to clear it so bad. So anyways, that's all for today's stream. Hope you enjoyed the somewhat uneventful stream. So nevertheless, just hit the follow button if you like what I do here regardless. And I'll be seeing you on the next stream. Goodbye for now. So hungry. I'm so hungry.